February the 9th, conifer barks. In exploring and enjoying the natural world, it is mainly sight, hearing, and to a lesser extent taste that we rely on. Our sense of touch is used far less. Most people derive some pleasure from smoking the hair of a mammal or even just drawing their hand through grasses such as creeping softgrass, Holcus mollis, or various bents, agrostis species. Even gardeners plant lamb's ears, Stachys lanata, more for their comforting woolly leaves than for their flowers. When you lay a flat hand on the bole of a conifer to examine the texture of its bark, sensations can vary from warmth and comfort in the case of a giant redwood, to surprise in the case of the coarse armor plating on a Corsican pine. Barks are made up of many dead layers of inner bark lying one on top of another, often broken into fissures, plates, or scales on the surface. As the bole increases in diameter, the old cells of the growing cambium layer get crushed against the bark, causing splits to occur. All this results in the extraordinary range of different textures we see in conifer barks. They also have a substantial range of different colors, varying from silver gray to cinnamon brown, with a wide range of reds and purples. The conifers, which grow as tall, linear columns, differ widely, some covered in scales, other in fibrous threads, or possibly just lots of resin blisters. Young conifers often have smooth trunks, which then become coarse and deeply fluted as they age. They are all best examined during or just after rain. Rain brings out many of the colors and can even produce different vertical stripes of color as it runs down any fissures. The conifers we notice in more central areas of London are monkey puzzle trees, Corsican and Scots pines, yews, maidenhair trees, cypresses, and cedars. Among these, the trunk of the monkey puzzle tree could easily be confused with the leg of some mighty dinosaur, and yew tree trunks stand out because of their often bright patches of mahogany red. Scots pine, our native pine, has always been regarded as one of the most beautiful pines of all, the yellow ochres and oranges on its upper trunk almost glowing at sunset, whereas its lower trunk looks more like alligator skin. In other pines, it is the tall ramrod pillar-like trunks that we tend to notice more in winter. A good range of pines can be found at Kew, with the barks of the laceback pine, Pinus bungiana, and the red pine, Pinus resinosa, standing out. The former sheds its surface plates in a jigsaw fashion, revealing a variety of colors beneath. This feature has made it one of the most ornamental of all conifers, so much so the Chinese sold so many white seedlings in their markets, its true distribution in the wild is as yet unknown. The red pine is also very memorable, with its lower trunk being pinkish brown, changing to a reddish brown as it ascends and then becoming covered in curled scales. A variety of other interesting pines can be found in Brookwood Cemetery. Fir trees, Abies species, are unfortunately so sensitive to aerial pollution that they are rarely seen in cities. To see towering trunks of species such as the grand and noble firs, covered in resin blisters, you have to travel much further north to private and public gardens. However, Windsor Great Park and the nearby Savile Valley Gardens, not too far from London, are still good places to walk among large, impressive, mature conifers. These include the redwoods, with their unusual shaggy fibrous trunks which children like to punch with impunity, as well as the noble and grand fir. Everyone is familiar with at least one spruce, which is the Norway spruce or Christmas tree. It has stringy copper-red bark when young that becomes dark purple with lifting scales as it ages. A small group of other spruces can be found at Beal Arboretum, including the celebrated Brewer's weeping spruce. Unfortunately, it weeps so much that its bark is hardly visible. In the American Rockies, where the ponderosa pine, Pinus ponderosa, grows, children collect the cinnamon red plates that flake off and separate their shapes into local animals such as dogs, owls, horses, geese, and even skunks. Its bark smells of butterscotch, and a good specimen can be found in the Savile Gardens.